Haltech Regional Innovation Center helps startup and scale-up technology and innovation companies to get their products to market faster through education, networking, and mentorship. In the past 5 years, they've seen an incredible growth in women entrepreneurs.
I happened to come across some numbers recently from 2015, and it was a breakdown of our client base. And at that time, we had 6% of our client base were women entrepreneurs. So you fast forward to today, and our most recent numbers are that 53% of the client base are women entrepreneurs.
An impressive number when only 15 to 18% of technology companies are started by women. She attributes this success to a very supportive and gender-balanced board.
It's about really thinking about the operations. What do we do every day to make sure that we're supporting women entrepreneurs? So it can be small things like making sure we're paying attention to language, making sure that when we have a pitch competition, we make sure that we have women who are pitching just as many as the men who are pitching in the competitions, making sure that they get the same access to opportunity, to funding, and those kinds of things.
So what has Haltech been seeing with this increase in women starting up tech companies?
Often, women in particular are stalling at an earlier stage of their development because they know the business, they know the problem they're there to solve, but they may not have the technology depth to create their minimum viable product, right? So they know they want to create an app to solve X, but they don't have the technology skills to do it themselves. So it may mean it takes them longer to get that idea into market, or they end up having to spend money earlier in the development of their companies, and they don't have it as available to them when they really need to power up sales and marketing. So this roadmap series is going to step them through all the different considerations so that they're much more comfortable to look at low-code or no-code options. If they do have to go out and engage with developers, how do they speak the right language? How do they make sure that if they're spending money, every dollar counts? So we've got a group that we're partnering with at Silicon Halton to make that roadmap series available so that we can help women not get stuck in that initial phase and accelerate their business.
Since March, they've added even more supports.
With the pandemic and the impact that we know women are suffering from, we've gone and expanded that to provide more in-depth advisory support. So we're having experts working with these women entrepreneurs to go deeper on, if they've been running a more traditional kind of approach to their business, how do they take that online? How do they scale online? How do they tap into some of the different social media that will help them grow and expand? What does e-commerce look like for them? What do they need to do to think about different types of financing options? So we have gone more in depth on one-on-one. We're also we've just run our second power panel, and this is a collaboration across the innovation centers in southwestern Ontario. And we all service our top high potential women entrepreneurs and their companies, and these women entrepreneurs get a chance to come and present to some very influential mentors and talk about what are their challenges, where do they need help, and then this panel will give them their feedback, think about any connections they have, and really give them an opportunity to reflect on their business and then connect to this really impactful network.
To find out more, go to haltech.ca. Reporting for Halton News, I'm Nikki Wesley.